She is not only foolish, but also mute. But when she was 5 years old, one day she stopped being foolish and even spoke up. The whole family was overjoyed. Our good baby can talk now. I don't think anyone dares say we're stupid. She wasn't actually foolish at first, she just had some physical problems. She is not only not foolish, but also has a supermarket system that encompasses everything. As her body gradually recovered, the Min family underwent earth-shattering changes, making it very easy to make money. The family was blessed with good luck and envied by everyone. The 5 older brothers also achieved success one by one, gradually growing into leaders in various industries, rushing all the way towards endless wealth and prosperity without stopping. Book Friend Group 169598252 Keywords of the novel. Group Pet Little Fubao, 5 big brothers competing for pet no pop-ups. Group Pet Little Fubao, 5 big brothers competing for pet complete collection download. Group Pet Little Fubao, 5 big brothers competing for pet latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Let you show yourself. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. Let you show yourself a rudimentary farmhouse, with cobweb-like cracks on the rammed walls, the light slants in from the rough and old window edges, and countless dust flies in the light. Although the house is old and rudimentary, it is tidy and tidy. Min Min is awake. Dad and Mom, look, Min Min is awake. With Min Wulong's pleasantly surprised cheers, everyone in the Min family quickly looked around and indeed found that the thin and pale little girl on the bed had opened her eyes, all of whom were ecstatic. The suppressed and gloomy atmosphere was swept away. The little girl was about 5 years old, pale and thin, with dark pupils and dull eyes. However, the Min family's 2 sons, Min Xiangming and Jiangshi, as well as Min Dalong, Min Sailang, and Min Wulong's 3 sons, and their eldest daughter La Su Juanru, were given precious treasures. Min Min. Good boy, you finally woke up, sobbing. Dr. Chi, please take a look at how my daughter is doing now. Right, Dr. Chi, please hurry up. Everyone be quiet and don't disturb Dr. Chi. The family held their breath and nervously looked at Dr. Chi. I thought the little girl fell into her head and couldn't figure out what to do, but Dr. Chi has no idea. I didn't expect someone to wake up. Then it's okay. Dr. Chi felt that there was no need to have another consultation, but it was clear that the Min family would not let him go and had to comply. It's okay, take good care of yourself. Be careful not to exercise too much and never fall again. Jiang felt uneasy and said, is the child really scared? Do you want to prescribe some calming decoction? Dr. Chi shook his head and said, it's okay, there's no need. Neighbor Yang, along with her granddaughter, was also present. Upon hearing this, she tugged at the corners of her mouth and thought to herself that the Min family would be incredibly foolish whenever they encountered such a fool. Can she still be scared as a fool? What a joke. Mrs. Yang's gaze accidentally met Minmin's, and she suddenly felt as if Minmin was consciously looking at her, which startled her. Before she could fully recover, she saw Minmin pointing her index finger at her and saying, bad. The Min family was taken aback, so surprised that the sky was about to collapse. Minmin, she's talking. Mom and Dad, I didn't hear you wrong. I didn't hear you wrong, did I? Yes, I heard it too. Min Min really knows how to speak. 11-year-old Min Wulong has always been the smartest and immediately reacted. Min Min, be good, call me Brother Wu. Come on, Brother Wu. Others came to their senses and followed suit one after another. Min Min, I'm 4th brother, my name is 4th brother. Min Min, be good and call me Big Brother. Be quiet, everyone, Min Xiangming nervously looked forward and leaned down in a soft voice. Good baby, what do you want to say? Come on, tell Dad, listen. The others opened their eyes wide and quickly nodded, and they all listened. Min Min's previously dull gaze seemed to have become more focused, and her little hand pointed again at Mrs. Yang, saying, "Bad." Min Min was almost crying in her heart. She had a pregnancy, perhaps due to problems during the journey, and after birth, she was not only thin, sickly, mute, but also a somewhat intellectual fool. Many times, she is completely ignorant. When young Yani, the granddaughter of Mrs. Yang and 8 years old, pushed her down a high barrier, a sharp pain in her mind suddenly came to her mind, as if something had become clear and clear after raising it for so many years. It's finally clear that it's getting better. It's still a bit difficult to speak. Bad. Min family, you look at me, I look at you, and I wonder if I heard you wrong. Aunt Yang, Grandma Yang, and her family are really good people. They have a very close relationship with each other, and Aunt Yang, Grandma Yang, often helps take care of her precious little sister. But how could her own little sister be? Young Yani was very angry and shouted loudly, "My milk is not bad, it's not bad. You little fool talking nonsense." Aunt Yang quickly covered young Yani's mouth, but it was already too late. The Min family changed color together. Min Wulong shouted, "Who do you think is a little fool? Min Min is not stupid. Min Min is the treasure of their family, don't be too obedient. She just can't speak, her reactions and actions are slower than others. They all believe that one day she will get better." Yani blurted out these words, indicating that the Yang family may not be as good as they originally thought on weekdays. Yang Lao Tai hurriedly explained with a dry smile, "I made a slip of the tongue." Haha. Yani, this child, didn't know who was shouting blindly and instinctively learned it. Look at me and don't teach her a lesson. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Amin, Jiangshi, don't have the same understanding as the child. Minmin, when you were sick, young grandma took care of you and treated you so well. How could it be bad? Young grandma doesn't allow you to touch dirty things or go to dangerous places. That's for your own good, but it's not bad. After hearing this, 14-year-old Min Silang was not convinced and said, "Grandma Yang, Min Min never touches dirt or goes to dangerous places on her own." Min Min slowly turned her neck and looked eagerly at fourth brother, nodding her head. Fourth brother is right. She wouldn't have done that. Min Silang was pleasantly surprised and said, "Mom and Dad, big brother and sister. Law, and Lao Wu, look, Min Min understands." Not only did she understand, but she also reacted. The Min family also nodded in surprise and said, "Yes." Mrs. Yang. Mrs. Yang felt angry in her heart, with a fake smile on her face as she wanted to continue distinguishing, but Min Min didn't give her a chance. She traveled with a supermarket system that connected countless higher or lower levels. With her clear mind, the supermarket system could also be activated. When she first woke up from a coma, she took out a recording pen from the warehouse. This old woman is used to pretending to be a good person. She just helped take care of her unconscious self and asked her mother, Jiangshi, to go and ask for a doctor. When her mother ran out to ask the doctor and the great-grandson of Yang Roast, she opened the recorder quietly. Stick the last invisibility symbol on the recording pen. This is a rare item included in the reward package during a previous upgrade of the supermarket system, and she has only received this one in total. It's time for the recording pen to come into play. Min Min pressed the play button. The sudden sound startled everyone in the room. Everyone couldn't find the source of the sound, but it didn't prevent them from hearing clearly that this was a conversation between Mr. Yang and his grandson. The more you listen, the more unpleasant the face of the Min family becomes. Jiang was even more trembling with anger. "What, stinky mute, little fool, I don't know if I will die," and so on. Each sentence is full of ridicule and malice. Yang Lao Tai and Yang Yani are both scared. Mrs. Yang trembled and sat on the ground, clasping her hands together and bowing repeatedly to the sky. "Please spare your life, please spare your life. I dare not dare it again, I dare not dare it again." Young Yani was also frightened and cried loudly, "Master, spare my life. I dare not." I will never steal the food of a little fool again, and I will never bully her again. Min Sailang couldn't bear it anymore and shouted angrily, "Get out! Get out of here!" Mrs. Yang waved her hands and screamed incessantly, dragging Yang Yani to crawl and escape. As soon as they left, Min Min turned off the recording pen and stored it in the system warehouse. The sound came to a sudden halt. This. Open a new book at 11. Seeking support. Collect and recommend tickets. Momoda, end of this chapter. Chapter 2. They are too bad. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. They are too bad, immortals. They must be immortals. Even immortals can't bear to see them do evil. Damn it. Poor Minmin, how much injustice we've suffered. It's my fault for being careless and not realizing it. Jiang couldn't help but shed tears of heartache. Min Xiangming quickly comforted her and felt guilty, saying, "It's not your fault. You've been working hard taking care of the child, it's my fault." The Min brothers and sister.in.law, Su Jun, also blamed themselves one after another. It's embarrassing that no one can see the nature of the Yang family. On the day Min Min was born, her father Min Xiangming was supposed to take Min Dalong, Min Erlang, and Min Sanlang to work in the mountains, but Jiang suddenly launched an attack and didn't go. That day, there was a mountain collapse where they were working, and several people died. If they were to go too, they would definitely not be spared. This newborn child has saved the lives of 4 parents, and coupled with being a girl that was finally obtained, the whole family is in pain for her like eyeballs. Even if she later discovered her innate shortcomings, she still cherished them deeply. Mrs. Yang is their neighbor. In order to earn money to help Min Min improve her health and receive medical treatment, everyone in the Min family works very hard. Mrs. Jiang is also busy with household chores, cleaning up the vegetable garden, etc. Mrs. Yang often takes the initiative to take care of Min Min. The Min family is very grateful and never forgets to share any good or delicious food with their neighbors. The Yang family occasionally asks them for help, and they all lend a hand without saying a word. Yang Yani often takes care of Min Min with her grandmother. Jiang Shi is kind-hearted and also loves her very much. But who knows? Knowing people knows face but not heart. Seeing them like this, Min Min really wanted to comfort them, but deep weariness struck. The little girl's eyes became a bit loose again, sobbing. With just a little mental energy, she couldn't hold on anymore. This little body was still not very good. She yawned a little, involuntarily closed her eyes, and soon fell asleep. The Min family was startled and hurriedly called Dr. Chi again. "I just fell asleep, it's okay." "Oh, that's good, that's good." Min Xiangming escorted Dr. Chi out and said, "Dr. Chi, what just happened?" Dr. Chi nodded quickly and said, "Don't worry, I won't say anything about this. I definitely won't say anything about it. It's unbelievable, no one would believe it even if it's said. Besides, who knows if there are any taboos about this mysterious event? What if talking nonsense outside causes trouble?" Min Xiangming felt relieved and said, "Thank you very much, Dr. Chi." "Hey, you're welcome." Dr. Chi waved his hand and slowly left. As I walked, I secretly sighed, was it really a divine act? The heavens are all trying to defend the little girl from the Min family. The little girl's eyes became clearer, and she was able to speak now, afraid that she might gradually improve. The Min family has endured for so many years, it can be considered as the end. Jian covered Minmin with a small thin blanket and the family carefully left the room. "Minmin, this is really good." Everyone was very excited and had a lively discussion. Just talking about the Yang family next door, I was very angry. Min Sailang sneered and said, "I never expected them to be so bad. On the surface, they say they help us take care of Min Min, but behind the scenes, they don't know how to bully people. I really want to hit the door and greet them one by one with a punch." Min Dalong. Fortunately, Min Min is fine, otherwise I would never have let them go. Min Wulong snorted and said, don't worry, the days ahead will be long. Jiang sighed softly, we are quick-witted, lucky, and have great fortune. We will definitely go smoothly in the future. Min Xianming comforted his wife and said, you're right. Min Min is blessed. Anyway, today is a good day. Let's not think about any unpleasant things for now. It's not as important for Min to get better. Lao Wu is right, the days are long. Anyway, the Yang family lives next door and can't run away. Jiang nodded lightly and let out a Su Jun smiled and said, Mom and Dad, are you hungry? I'm going to make lunch. I don't know when Min Min will wake up. Let me make her some congee, and steam an egg soup when she wakes up. Su Jun has been married to the Min family for over 3 years, and she truly loves Min Dalong. Her soft-eared father, encouraged by his stepmother, almost married her to a man over 40 to fill a house. Fortunately, Min Dalong and the Min family helped to marry her back. The Min family is all good to her, and they love Min Min very much. She naturally also shows great affection for Min Min as if she were her own sister. Jiang nodded with a smile and said, let's go. Su Jun turned around and went to the kitchen with a smile. In no time, Min Dalong followed over to help with cooking and cooking. Jiang looked at with a smile on her face. Her eldest son and daughter-in-law had a very good relationship, and all 5 sons were very sensible. If Min Min had also improved, she would have had no other requests in her life. Min Min slept soundly until evening when she slowly opened her eyes and woke up. Upon waking up, the family was once again overjoyed, surrounded by her like a precious treasure, and carefully asked her to call someone. Her father is the most interesting. Her mother held her in her arms, while her father crouched in front of her, nervously whispering in a gentle voice, Min Min, come on, let's call Daddy and let Daddy listen. Ah, if we're tired and don't call, it's okay, we're not in a hurry, dear. Let's call again in the future. Well, it's okay if we don't call in the future. Whether we call or not, Min Min is always Daddy's good baby. Min Min blinked and couldn't help but giggle. Dad, your request has been lowered so smoothly. In an instant, the kung fu has returned to its original point. Min Min knew that her father was afraid he wouldn't be able to call him out, and he refused to make things difficult for her. She is such a good dad, her heart is warm. Min Min certainly didn't want to disappoint her father, so she opened her mouth and let out a cry. Although she was able to speak, her pronunciation was unclear. As soon as she spoke, Dad became Didi, and she turned her head and threw herself into her mother's arms. Woo-woo, it's really embarrassing. Unfortunately, her father was so happy that he couldn't close his mouth and kept praising her for being so good and so capable. Her siblings were envious and begged for help. The stubborn little person thought he could give it a try again, so he spoke up and called brother or sister-in-law. As a result, brother became of and sister-in-law became search. Unlike the ecstatic family, the little one was so ashamed and angry that her whole head was stuck in her mother's arms and she refused to come out. She decided not to speak again tonight. She must slowly accept reality. She calls her mother so clearly. Is this the legendary mother-daughter bond? Jiang didn't know that the little girl was embarrassed because she couldn't pronounce clearly. Seeing her so close and affectionate towards her, she couldn't help but smile and gently pat her back, calling out, little good baby. She couldn't help but show off to her family again, which made them envious. Min Min silently listened to their excitement and said, End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Supermarket Exchange System. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Supermarket Exchange System. Before long, Su Jun came with hot, moderately thick millet porridge and egg soup. Let me do it. Min Xiangming quickly picked up the bowl, and the 3 Min brothers slowed down and could only watch eagerly. Smelling the aroma of food wafting in, Min Min's eyes lit up, and her small face showed a desire to eat. This body is still just a 5-year-old child, and the instinctive childish reaction cannot be stopped. Unconsciously, Min Min's small head turned from her mother's arms and looked eagerly at millet porridge and egg soup, which amused Jiang and his family. You should know that in the past, little girls rarely reacted, which made everyone feel extremely distressed. Come on, Dad feed you. Min Xiangming smiled and focused on feeding, obediently cooperating to eat, sweet and soft, and eating well. Min Min knows that this is for his own health. Only he can eat at home. His parents and brother and sister-in-law have a hard time. Every day, they have either wild vegetable congee or coarse grain porridge. Fortunately, she is slowly getting better now, and her family will definitely become better in the future. The little guy said in his heart, let's not talk about millet porridge and egg soup. The whole family will enjoy delicious food after a lively day. It was easy to tidy up. Everyone, driven by their parents, bid farewell to their younger sister and went back to sleep. Min Min slept in the bedroom of Jiang Shi and Min Xiangming, creating a small bed in the corner with wooden boards separating a space. Min Min, lying on the small bed, thought to herself that she must recover faster and then let her parents rest assured that she will sleep alone in a room. She really doesn't want to sleep here, after all. It's not soundproof. Just as she lay down for a while, Min Min's mind twitched and she entered the space. There is a storage warehouse with a huge capacity in the space, and there is also a control desk with a large screen on it. This is her supermarket trading system, connecting countless high-level or low-level systems. In short, this is a large supermarket with a wide range of products. As long as there is a universal gold coin in the supermarket, you can buy it. Even if something is not available in the supermarket, you can post a reward for purchase. But gold coins are not made out of thin air, they can only be obtained through trading. Supermarkets not only sell various goods, but also purchase various items. If Min Min wants to obtain coins, she needs to obtain various items from her location and sell them to the supermarket system. The supermarket system will evaluate the value and pay her coins, and she can use these coins to purchase a large number of products in the supermarket system. When she purchases and sells, she generates experience points. When she reaches a certain amount of experience points, she can upgrade and purchase higher-level items. Sometimes this cold and ruthless system will also engage in activities, and when upgrading, it will give away a large upgrade gift package, and there will be opportunities to get some good things that belong to higher levels or are very rare and valuable. Perhaps due to some accidents during the journey, she only has one gold coin left, and there are only a few useless items in the warehouse. Moreover, her supermarket system level has returned to its initial level. Level 1. Although she had already guessed it, when the cruel facts were clearly presented in front of her, Min Min's eyes still darkened and she almost cried in anger. After more than a decade of hard work, I once returned to before the liberation. The little person in her heart rolled and whimpered for a while, and Min Min finally regained her composure. Forget it, just stay motivated and work hard from scratch to achieve KPI upgrades. Otherwise, what else can we do? Fortunately, although this system is ruthless and never refuses to negotiate or credit, it is almost not picky. As long as what you sell it is not mud, grass, or stones, it basically accepts all kinds of items. Min Min's working soul is starting to stir up, and she needs to work hard to achieve KPI. Tomorrow, she will look for any common herbs near her doorstep. There are often many herbs growing in front and behind the house, such as Plantago asiatica, 1,000 miles light, Baimao root, Jingjia, and so on. Although ordinary things are less valuable, mosquito legs are also meat. Moreover, with her current poor health and condition, she is unable to obtain high-end goods. Unfortunately, it's only early March now, otherwise we could still pick some fruits. Min Min's mental strength at this moment was not enough to support her staying in the space for too long. After a while, fatigue struck, and she quickly retreated and fell asleep. When she woke up the next day, Minmin's body moved and stretched. She felt a little stronger and more flexible, and she was in a good mood. This small bed was originally specially designed for her, it was relatively short. She sat up, climbed up to the edge of the bed, and with a gentle leap of her feet, she successfully landed on the ground. It's dawn, it's time to get up and work. When she lowered her head and was wearing small cloth shoes, Jiangshi, who was worried that she would come over to take a sneak look from time to time, was startled and quickly rushed up. Min, good baby, didn't you fall, did you? Mother. Min shook her head. Ah, she really likes to shout, Nyang, so much. Calling Nyang is the clearest way to pronounce words. Jiang's heart softened as she liked it. Ah. She hugged her tightly and gave her a hard kiss on her little face. Damn it, my dear. Min let out a slurred expression and twisted her body to embrace Jiang's neck, burying her small head on her shoulder. My little face is a bit hot, and I feel a bit embarrassed to be kissed by my mother like this. Jiang thought she was deeply attached to herself, smiled happily, and helped her put on her small shoes with ease. Jiang wanted to take Min out as usual, but Min shook her head and struggled a little. Let's leave a few places, she said. Min no longer wants to argue about unclear pronunciation. Let's just mess it up, anyway she's just a little kid right now. I used to be mute, but being able to say it like this is already a leap from quantitative to qualitative change. As long as she's not embarrassed, what's awkward is that no one is embarrassed. Jiang tried hard to understand her words and praised with a smile, we Min are really capable, but how about mom holding you? Min shook her head and insisted, Nest, send a few. Jiang couldn't bear to defy her. Upon second thought, it would be better for her precious daughter to walk more and exercise more, maybe even better. A little girl of this age is already very lively and active. Okay, let's go on our own. Come on, mom lead you, let's take our time. Jiang held Min's small hand and walked out, afraid that she would fall. When Su Jun had finished breakfast and the father and son who had gone out early to clean the water diversion channel in the paddy field also returned, Jiangshi boasted again. Min could wake up on her own, walk steadily, and didn't fall. We Min are really capable. Wow, my sister is so amazing. Father and son's 4 eyes lit up, giving heartfelt and passionate praise in a fancy way. Min shook her little head, sweating inwardly. Fortunately, the second and third brothers were not at home, otherwise having 2 more would be even more deadly. Min still has egg soup for breakfast, and a bowl of white rice porridge. The egg soup is very tender, and white rice congee is sweet, soft and glutinous. Glancing at the food of her parents, siblings, and sister-in-law, the little girl pursed her lips slightly solemnly. She wanted to make money and buy a lot of delicious food for the whole family to eat. There is an update at December 2000, noon, please save it. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Small workers go online. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Small workers go online. After dinner, the family went back to work, and Su Jun also went down to work. The household chores were done by Jiang. What's different is that today's family members are all full of energy and enthusiasm when they go out. The baby girl, sister, is doing well, and they also need to work harder, strive for more harvest, sell more money, and let the baby girl, sister, make up for it well. Min Wulang is only 11 years old, and his family is not willing to let him do hard work. He often stays at home to help Jiangshi. He has work to do today, he's taking his sister out to play. Come on, Min, my brother will take you out for a walk. Min Wulang said loudly. He wants everyone in the village to see how good his sister is. Humph, envy them to death. See who dares to talk nonsense in the future. Jiang quickly said, you can take good care of your younger sister carefully. You can't leave her side, you know. You can't take a step. Jiang was really scared by the Yang family's top-notch grandparents and grandchildren. Min Wulang patted his chest with a thud and said, "Don't worry, Mom. I will definitely not leave my sister's side even if I take half a step." Minmin glanced at him and shook his little head lightly. "That's not enough. Brother Wu, if you don't leave my side, how can I still stuff things into the space?" Min was already a bit impatient, holding Min Wulang's sleeve with her small hand and saying, "Yes, go thick, go." Min Wulang smiled happily and said, Hey, go. I'm going. Come on, brother, hold you." The little sister's shout really filled him with strength. "Hey, slow down." Jiang shook her head amusedly. This little girl actually likes to go out and play so much. Min allowed the fifth brother to carry her and run out. The speed of the fifth brother was faster than her short legs. It was great. When he saw Min Wulang heading towards the village, Min struggled and said, Yes. Min Wulang quickly stopped and nervously asked, "What's wrong, Min? Isn't it uncomfortable for my brother to hold you? Otherwise, how about my brother carrying you?" Min shook her head and pointed her small finger outside the village. Go. She is going to the outside of the village, where there will be more herbs on the grasslands, ditches, rivers, forests, slopes, and other places. This. Min Wulang hesitated a bit. "Can't we play well in the village?" Min Xian said that of course it's not good, it's simply not good to fight against workers. Go. She pointed her little hand outside the village, insisting on her own opinion. "All right then, brother will take you to catch the big grasshopper." Min Wulang has no way to refuse his spoiled sister, she is so cute. Seeing his younger sister nod her head and show a sweet smile, Min Wulang was so happy that his tail was about to curl up in the sky. He laughed so happily that his steps were even bigger. Not only catching big grasshoppers, but also catching big butterflies. Min Wulang happily took his sister to the grassland by the river at the village entrance. Min immediately struggled to get down and pounced on a field of mint. "Ha! Good luck." Min Wulang quickly smiled and led her, saying, Min, slow down a bit." Min pointed her hand at the wild mint and said, "Yes, I want it." Okay. Min Wulang would certainly satisfy his younger sister with such a small request, so he pinched the fattest and most tender one and said, "Here, let's play with it." Min. The little person took the mint handed over by the fifth brother, without any inner turmoil. She doesn't need one, she needs a lot. Min opened her hands and gestured, "Yes, more." Min Wulang was taken aback and couldn't help but laugh at her childishness. "Okay, Brother Wu will pick it for you again." As for children, of course they like to have more of what they want. Min was satisfied, and she also went forward to pull, adding more people and strength. Min Wulang turned his head and saw his own girl kneeling on the grass, her right hand pulling off a mint and handing it to his left hand to hold. He continued to pull, but he was very focused and serious. Min Wulang couldn't help but chuckle and praise, "We Min are really capable." Min looked up at him and smiled foolishly, Okay. Brother, it's best. Hey, Min is better. Even better. Min Wulang grinned, his tail curled up again, his whole body full of strength, and pulled out many wild peppermint. My younger sister likes it, so he needs to pull more for her. Unconsciously, Min Wulang, who was full of strength, finished cultivating this field of wild peppermint. Looking at the pile of small hills like wild peppermint piled up on the grass, Min Wulang was stunned, feeling vaguely that something was wrong. Min was overjoyed, and the little man chuckled and rushed over, his hands wide open, wishing to pick up a pile of peppermint like a small mountain. Good. Min Wulang laughed heartily and said, "It's good if Min likes it. My sister is so happy, it's worth it." It's worth it. Min Min took a deep breath and smelled the cool mint flavor. This is not only the taste of mint, but also the taste of gold coins. If you want to put the mint in the space, you need to first support your brother. Min Min's cerebellar bag shook, looking east and west. Her eyes lit up, and her little finger pointed to the fluttering butterfly in the distance, saying, yes, it needs to be waxed and chopped. Min Wulong first scratched his head, ah. He followed his sister's little finger and understood, oh, you want that. Min Min wants that butterfly. Okay, Min Min, just sit here and wait for Brother Wu. Brother Wu will catch you right away. Sister, what do you want? You must be satisfied. His younger sister is so well behaved and sensible. With peppermint and butterflies, she is so happy, unlike other children who roll around and cry constantly, asking for meat and new clothes. Min Wulong, full of strength and joy, went to catch butterflies for his sister. Min Min's mind moved, and a pile of small mountain-like peppermint was all stored in the space warehouse by her. Hee hee. The little person was satisfied and there were gold coins. The little person's eyes lit up, wow, there was a fat and big dandelion tree, and the mosquito legs were also flesh. Pull it out. One or two more, continue to pull them out. Min Wulong couldn't catch the butterfly. The butterfly flew away, and he felt extremely guilty. He comforted his little sister and said, Min Min, be good. I'll catch the butterfly when I see it later, okay? Min Min's cerebellum shook and she couldn't help but yawn a little. No. Mom, I want Mom. I feel a bit tired as I want to go home. After returning home, she couldn't wait to see how many coins so much mint could sell. Min Wulong couldn't help but soften his heart as he watched her yawn, and her beautiful eyes were filled with tears, both cute and pitiful. Okay, let's go home and find Mom first. Min Min misses Mom. Min Min nodded vigorously. As for peppermint, Min Min took it into the space and pulled the dandelion while heading towards Wuga, which was quite a distance from where the peppermint was placed. With grass covering the riverbank, Min Wulong didn't even see that the mint was gone. He also doesn't care about the whereabouts of peppermint. Of course, it's more important for my younger sister to go home. Min Wulong decisively hugged his sister and strode towards home. Min Min snuggled up obediently in the arms of fifth brother. Fifth brother is really good. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. A heavy and long way to go. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 6. Min Min goes up the mountain. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chapter 6. Min Min goes up the mountain. After listening to his precious daughter's words, Min Xiangming couldn't help but smile and rub her little head, coaxing him, the mountain is dangerous. Min Min can't go up there. Min Min is good. How about staying at home with her mother? Min Min shook his head and pulled his dear fifth brother over. Yes, Ju Shansa. Brother Wu will also go with me. Brother Wu will take care of me. Min Xiangming couldn't help but laugh and cry, but his obedient treasure has become increasingly intelligent and can even move reinforcements. Min Min picked up her father's hand again, and her little face affectionately rubbed against his rough big hand, continuing to act coquettishly. Didi. Min Wulong couldn't bear to see his younger sister being wronged, so he quickly said, Dad, Min Min can go if she wants to. I will take care of her. Min Daolong also said, yes, Min Min is so well behaved, it's okay. Min Xilang quickly nodded and said, isn't that right? Min Xiangming couldn't bear to refuse such a pitiful girl at first. He chuckled and said, okay, then go. Old Wu, you need to take care of your younger sister. Jian also smiled helplessly and said, this child just likes to go out and play. If she gets tired, you can bring her back. Well, I will. Min Min was so happy that she shook her head and said in a childish voice, Min Min, be good. The whole family laughed heartily. Yes, Min Min is the best. Unexpectedly, just as they were about to leave, the annoying couple Yang Daliang and Fong from the neighboring Yang family came again. Brother Min and sister in law, our long-standing friendship cannot be said to have disappeared. Yani is still young and doesn't understand anything. She only said that after listening to the villagers' nonsense and learning from them. My mother was also unintentional. She felt sorry for Yani, so she casually said a few words to Yani. Brother Min and sister in law forgive them this time, and they will definitely not dare in the future. Yes, I definitely won't dare to do it in the future. Min Wulang snorted, they dare not in the future, are they afraid of retribution again? Min Silang couldn't help but laugh out loud. Fong said, Brother Min, sister in law, take a look. When adults talk, what attitude are Wulang and Silang? They are too unruly, right? Min Xiangming said coldly, what attitude? It's much better than the attitude of your grandparents and grandchildren. There's nothing more to say. Don't come back to our house again, don't come back to our house, let's go. Jiang Shi. Yes. Hurry up and leave. As long as you think about the things your grandparents and grandchildren have said and done, our family will not be able to interact with you again. The Min brothers and Su Jun immediately showed angry and disgusted expressions, cold and impossible to reconcile. Yang Daliang and Fong immediately felt weak and short of breath. Yang Daliang said rudely, okay, I didn't expect you to be so narrow-minded. If you don't come and go, then you won't come and go. Who really cares, but you scared my mother and Yani and can't ignore them. You need to cure my mother and Yani and go to our house. My younger brother is a child, and he will definitely pass the imperial examination as a scholar this year. In a few years, he will become a Juren and a Jinsher, and his future is bright. When your third son didn't go to college, he even read my younger brother's book. My younger brother even taught him enlightenment. You can't be ungrateful. Fong proudly straightened her waist and said, that's right, if your third child wants to make a name for himself in the future, he still has to ask my uncle for help. Don't be too extreme in your work, otherwise your third child will hate you for a lifetime. Min family. Min Xiangming felt that his family was really blind in the past. Except for Min Min. How could this bunch of top-notch products be mistaken for good people? The other members of the Min family also had indescribable expressions, clearly wanting to go together. Jiang angrily said, what are you talking nonsense about here again? Yang Erlang has only taught us Sanlang to recognize about 10 characters, and has only flipped through a few pages of his 3-character classic. We are sorry for this, so we saved 100 sheets of paper and 2 tablets of ink from our teeth and gave them to Yang Erlang. We don't owe you anything. As for begging you in the future, why don't you talk again one day? Min Wulang smiled and said, I seem to remember that Yang Urge taught my third brother how to read a few words. Later, when Yang Urge came to our house, Grandma Yang came to ask him to go back and read a book. Now, I'm afraid that teaching my third brother how to read will take advantage of our family, right? After careful consideration, isn't it just like this for the Min family? Suddenly, he became even more contemptuous. Hurry up and get out. Min Silang clenched his fist and whispered. Yang Daliang and his wife saw this and knew they couldn't talk anymore. In a fit of anger, they put down a sentence, let's wait and see, and left in a gloomy manner. Jiang was so angry that he couldn't speak. How could there be such a person? Min Xiangming quickly comforted her and said, don't be angry, daughter.in.law. Fortunately, you know their true colors. Thanks to us Min Min. Everyone laughed and agreed, it's not thanks to Min Min. Min Min also followed everyone with a silly smile and said, Shan Sa. Don't forget to promise to take her up the mountain. Everyone laughed non-stop. Jiang hugged her and gave her a strong kiss, unable to laugh or cry. The little girl has a good memory. He said the place where they work today is about 4 miles away from the village, so why not put Min Min in a big basket and let Min Dalong carry her on his back. Min Min is much slimmer than an ordinary 5-year-old child, looking at most 4 years old, and sitting in the basket is just right. The big brother walked steadily with a basket on his back, and the little people in the basket were drowsy. When she arrived at the place and was picked up by her sister-in-law from her backpack, the little girl's eyes looked a bit confused and cute, which made everyone burst into laughter. Su Jun rhythmically gently patted his sister-in-law's back and said with a soft smile, "Are Min Min still tired? If you're tired, let's sleep well. Is it okay for my sister-in-law to hold you?" Min Min quickly shook her head, rubbed her eyes, and opened them wide. She blurted out, "Don't break it, you need to earn 7. Su Jun was taken aback and said, Su Jun didn't understand, but Min Wulong laughed and said, "Min Min said you want to make money. Min Min, how do you want to make money?" Ha ha ha. The whole family couldn't help but laugh. Min Xiangming held the respect for his precious daughter and said, "We Min Min are so sensible and ambitious. We all know we need to earn money. Good boy, can we wait until you grow up to earn money? Now all we need to do is eat well, grow tall, and be happy every day." The Min brothers and Su Jun both nodded in agreement with smiles on their faces. Min Min has always been so sensible that it's heartbreaking, and everyone hopes she's happy. Min Min blinked and spat out her tongue. "Oh," she said. She slipped her tongue. "It's okay, Dad, and they don't believe it. When you grow up, of course you also need to make money, but now you can do it." After a few jokes, Min Xiangming instructed Min Wulong to take his son and daughter-in-law to work. Min Wulong carried his sister on his back and went to play in the relatively flatter and lower grassy forest. "Let's go catch the big grasshopper." Okay. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. How much you gained. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. How much you gained. Min Min was interested in the big grasshopper, but lying in the grass with Wu Gu, he couldn't find the big grasshopper, but found fresh and tender mushrooms. Mushroom. Min Min was very happy. "This is grass mushroom, it's fresh." Min Wulong was also happy and said, "Haha, we're lucky. We have fresh mushrooms to eat tonight." Min Min nodded and grinned. She is very agile with her small hands. In just a moment, she has already picked several tender grass mushrooms and wrapped them in her small clothes. Min Wulong is much more experienced than her. She pulled out several flexible grass cores and strung the picked grass mushrooms together. "Min Min, do you want some grass core?" "No need." Min Min shook her head. "No need, the small clothes can hold as much as they can, and the ones that fall out can just make room for income." "Well, then don't do it." Min Wulong chuckled and didn't take it seriously. "How much can Min Min Shaoran pick?" "That pocket is enough to hold it, even if it falls off, it doesn't matter. Anyway, there's plenty, enough to eat." Min Min was overjoyed, her agile little hands constantly picking and occasionally placing them in the space. Not only mushrooms, but also red mushrooms and chicken oil mushrooms. Oh, this luck is so good. Finally, Min Wulong strummed 13 or 14 strands of mushrooms, including straw mushrooms, red mushrooms, and chicken oil mushrooms, all piled together, which was extremely tempting. Min Min's eyes are extremely greedy. So he repeated his old trick and drove the 5 brothers to catch butterflies, unable to resist stealing 2 strings of income space. Anyway, missing 2 strings doesn't show up. It is regrettable that Min Wulong missed the butterfly again. Come back and coax my younger sister. Next time, Brother Wu will definitely catch you. Min Min nodded forcefully, showing her unwavering trust in my dear fifth brother. Min Wulang scratched his head and chuckled, looking a bit embarrassed. Clench his fists, he must not let down his sister's trust next time. Min Min presented the harvest from her small pocket to the fifth brother and said, "A lot, mushrooms." Min Wulang was overjoyed at first glance and raised his thumbs, saying, "Min Min is great. Although there are only a dozen or so scattered flowers, it is also the result of my sister's hard work. Let's string it together." Min Wulang knows how to take care of his younger sister's self-esteem. While helping her string mushrooms, he secretly takes some skewers from his own mushroom skewers and gives them to her. In the end, the skewers become the longest. Min Min is even more capable than Wu Gu. Min Min shook her head and smiled, her eyebrows and eyes curved. Fifth brother is so smart, I know that. Her mushrooms can make money, of course she is the best and most capable. She needs to be even better and more capable. It's a pity that her long string of mushrooms can't fit into the space. After skewering the mushrooms, Min Min couldn't stop for a moment. She walked her short legs and chose a direction to climb the mountain. She needs to continue looking for other good things. Chekianko, Qianliguang, mugwort, dandelion, pale bamboo leaves, and so on can be seen at first glance, which is a pity. But now she wants to find some more valuable good things, so she can't care about these purchase prices of only 0.1 gold coins per kilogram. Min Wulang ran along with a smile and said, "Min Min, slow down, slow down." Although Min Min's speech was not very smooth, her legs and feet were already very agile, and the little clump crawled very quickly. My short legs suddenly stopped and my eyes lit up, pointing to 2 or 3 gardenias. "How many fruits do you want?" Min Wulang's eyes lit up as well. "Oh, there are so many gardenias, our eyes are really good. Min Min, these fruits are inedible. Let's pick some and take them home. They can be used for coloring when making glutinous rice cakes." The water soaked in gardenia fruit is brownish yellow, and it is often used by rural people to make glutinous rice cakes and steam glutinous rice for coloring. This is a natural plant dye and also a medicinal herb, definitely worth more than 0.1 gold coins per kilogram. Min Min's eyes were sparkling. It's a pity that this gardenia tree is quite tall for her. The little one can't reach it, so she can only watch her brother go picking it. Although she can't pick it, it doesn't hinder her from wanting it. As soon as she said she wanted it, Min Wulang chuckled and picked it for her to play with. Seeing that she seemed to be having a great time playing with it, Min Wulang worked even harder to pick it and threw it all to her. "Min Min, come here, give it to you. Anyway, 3 to 5 times is enough for dyeing the glutinous rice cake. There are plenty of them on this tree, and if my sister likes to throw them away, then throw them away. Her happiness is more important than anything else." The siblings picked and threw one by one and had a lot of fun, until Dad and the others finished their work and came over, still feeling unsatisfied. "Alright, let's go home." Min Xiangming gently patted the soil and grass on his daughter's body, picked her up, and asked with a smile, "Are Min Min happy?" Min Min circled her father's neck and nodded vigorously, Ming, Tian, lie. You still have to come tomorrow. You're coming again tomorrow. Min Xiangming laughed. Min Min quickly continued to nod and coquettishly said, "Didi. Oh, it seems like you could almost call out, Dad. Work hard." Min Xiangming laughed heartily, her heart so soft that she couldn't help but gently pinch her smooth little face and say, Okay, we'll come back tomorrow. Didi, good. Little flatterer goes online and flatters in a timely manner. Min Xiangming laughed even more happily and proudly, "You're really my dad's good baby. Baby girl's mouth is so sweet that even a few stinky kids combined cannot compare." Min Wulang smiled and brushed his presence aside, boasting, "My younger sister is not super well behaved. She praised me a lot for being good, Wuga. Min Xiangming glanced over and saw that you had a mouth to speak of. Returning home, Jiang held on to her precious daughter and teased her for a while, calling her mother and cheerful laughter to make her laugh. Only then did she reluctantly sit on a small stool and pour her warm and suitable red date tea to drink. Can Minmin sit here and not go out? How well behaved. Min sat on a small stool at the door, holding a small teacup and drinking sweet red date tea, watching her parents and siblings busy. Dad and big brother went to the vegetable garden to repair the fence, fourth brother went to gather pig grass to feed the pigs, fifth brother was chopping firewood in the backyard, sister-in-law went to the vegetable garden to pick vegetables, and mother went to call back her own chickens. There are no idle people in the farmhouse. Minmin finished drinking red date tea, returned to the room with a small teacup, and put it away. She still came out and sat on a small stool. She's also going to start working. A moment of thought entered the system. The several mushrooms picked today, the gardenia fruits picked by Hu Gu, and a small amount of dandelion, mugwort, etc. that were easily harvested upon seeing them were all thrown into the system purchase box. System, sell all of this. Received, counting and calculation in progress. In no time, the grass cores of the skewered mushrooms, the grass shavings and mud spots on the mushrooms, and some weeds mixed in were all spat out cleanly by the system. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Getting Rich, Starting from Raising Chickens. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8 Getting Rich, Starting from Raising Chickens. Min is very calm. A cold and ruthless system is like this. You can't even take advantage of a piece of grass. Calculation completed, a total of 175.5 gold coins. Please check the transaction details on the host self.service system. Please confirm whether to proceed with the transaction. Min suddenly became happy and smiled, quickly nodding, sure, sell everything. Received. 175.5 gold coins have been distributed to the host account, please check. Hehe, great. Min looked at the account balance and quickly went to check the transaction details. 20 gold coins per kilogram of red fungus, a total of 5.5 kilograms, 8 gold coins per kilogram of chicken oil mushroom, a total of 3.8 kilograms, and 2 gold coins per kilogram of grass mushroom, a total of 14.6 kilograms. 1 gene of gardenia fruit costs 5.8 gene in total, and 0.1 gene of dandelion and other herbs costs 1 gene in total. A total of 22.1 gold coins. Adding the original 2.3 gold coins, she now has a total of 177.8 gold coins. Indeed, to make money, one still needs to go up the mountain. 20 or so gold coins, you can buy a lot of good things. Well, she's also a little rich woman now. Taking advantage of the absence of anyone in the yard, Min walked with short legs to the pomegranate tree planted in the corner of the wall and quietly threw away the grass cores, grass shavings, and other debris that the system had spit out. Min. What is Guibao doing? Just as she threw away those miscellaneous items, her mother came back and gently called out to her with a smile on her face. Mother. Min turned around and ran towards her. Look, ants. Jiang gently hugged her and smiled, you're so good. There were 7 or 8 chickens, big and small, raised at home. Of course, there was no food to feed them, so they could only be fed some vegetable leaves. Jiang threw the collected half-yellow cabbage leaves on the ground and stood by holding Min's little hand, watching the chickens peck at them. Min blinked. She now has money and can buy corn kernels or chicken feed. After eating corn kernels and feed, the chicks will grow faster and better, and lay more eggs. Min's heart twitched, as if she could give it a try. The hen lays more eggs, and parents, brothers, and sister-in-law can also eat them. It's good to sell them for money. So, while his mother was preparing dinner in the kitchen, Min quickly communicated with the system and bought 10 pounds of crushed corn kernels and 10 pounds of chicken feed, spending a total of 32 gold coins. With a small hand, she scattered a large handful of golden corn shreds on the ground, and a flock of chickens pounced on and pecked at them, making cheerful and joyful gurgling sounds. Min saw it and smiled happily. Getting rich starts with feeding chickens. The chicken flock quickly finished eating the corn shreds, and Min splashed another handful of chicken feed, and they pecked even more happily. Min sprinkled 2 more times in a row, afraid of being seen, so she stopped. The chicken flock was not yet full, and they gathered around her one by one, looking up at her with small eyes and begging for food. Jiang felt uneasy and came out of the kitchen to take a look at her daughter. She was overjoyed at the sight and quickly approached to pick up her precious daughter. "We are so cute and adorable," she said. Min gestured. "Hey, eat." Min is really capable. Jiang only regarded her as feeding chickens and vegetables, and smiled in agreement. After a while, Su Jun picked and washed vegetables, and then drove all the chickens back to the chicken coop in the backyard to be locked up. The chicken flock saw the young owner being taken away by the hostess, so they had to regretfully disperse and return to their nest with a gurgling sound. For dinner, the whole family had brown rice mixed with a few green beans, a plate of stir-fried lettuce, and a plate of stir-fried mushrooms picked today. Mung beans were harvested in our own fields last year, while brown rice was bought from a grain store after selling our own good grain. 1 kilogram of good grain can be exchanged for 1.5 kilograms of old rice. Although the taste is not as good as good grain, the advantage lies in the quantity, which can make us eat 70.8% full in each meal. Boil 2 dishes in clean water with a little salt added. In the Dawn dynasty, it can now be considered a peaceful and prosperous era, and most of the households in the village lived on such days. The Min family is hardworking and has a lot of labor. A few years ago, Min Erlang was selected as a clerk by a business in the city, and he followed them to run business. He earned a lot of money, and the Min family could have lived very well. One of the things at home is to treat and nourish Min, and the other is to bite his teeth and let Min Sanlang go to the city to study, so these days are also tight. However, even so, the family never complained and was always happy. Now that Min's body has improved and life has a better future, everyone's hearts are even happier. Min's meals are still cooked separately, and today they are fragrant white rice and steamed meat cakes. The meat was bought with the help of the villagers who came to the city today. Jiang grinned and smashed the meat patty, scooping it into Min's bowl with a spoon. "Good baby, eat it while it's hot, don't worry, eat slowly. You need to finish all of this, make up for it, and grow your body well." The aroma of steamed meat pancakes is very tempting, and the comparison between the 2 types of meals is obvious. For those who cannot eat them, the temptation is even greater. The Min family has long been accustomed to it, laughing and coaxing Min to eat quickly and more. Min smiled coquettishly and ate obediently, making up her mind to let the whole family eat meat tomorrow. She is now a little rich woman. The next day, when Min Xiangming and the others went to work, they still took Min with them. Such a well-behaved baby girl is eagerly begging to go up the mountain to play, who can refuse with the heart. Little workers continue to go online. There are no mushrooms to pick today, so Min has to cultivate ordinary herbs. Min Wulang only played as his younger sister, pulling grass, and happily accompanied her, even pulling out many beautiful wildflowers for her. But his little sister obviously prefers wild grass and vegetables, so he switched to pulling them for her. "Anyway, what my sister likes is the best." Bustling and hustling, Min finally discovered a large patch of ferns on the shady side of a hillside. This is a good thing, but it makes the little one so happy. Dishes. Ah, it's fern. You can take it back to feed the pigs. Min looked at Wugu speechlessly and thought for a moment, as if he was also right. Only wealthy people who have eaten too much chicken, duck, and fish can enjoy this taste and say it is refreshing and delicious. Poor families who already have no oil or water in their stomachs do not eat this because ferns scrape off oil, which is too rare. Eating it can't withstand the stomach. Feeding pigs is appropriate. Give what you want. Brother picked it for her, she wants a lot more. Sell to the system and ensure a good price. Okay, everything is for you, hee. Okay, good. Hey, Min Min is so good. Min Wulang smiled and picked a handful before giving it to Min Min. He finally realized that Min Min likes to throw these things around and play with them, it's really cute and childish. Not to mention, a vast expanse of mountain slopes are densely packed with tender ferns, which can be easily cut off by pinching, sometimes in large quantities, and quite addictive. Ah, there seem to be bamboo shoots over there. Min Wulang suddenly looked up to the left. Min Min's eyes lit up, yes. Yes. The bamboo shoots are so fresh. I'll cook soup for Min Min to eat tonight. It's too high there, Min Min is waiting here obediently for the fifth brother. It's impossible to wait in place obediently. Min Min crawled and continued to grow ferns with short legs. Don't be fooled by the fact that they are still small clumps, the plump and tender ferns are easy to pinch, and they are completely unbearable. Taking advantage of Brother Wu's absence, there's no need to sneak around. Shouldn't we hurry up and pick more? Come on. Fern vegetables grow on damp slopes, and in some places they even grow a layer of moss. Min Min pinched and pinched happily, but unexpectedly, she accidentally fell off her butt and slid her hands and feet up to the foot of the mountain. Seeking collection and tickets, end of this chapter. Chapter 9. Eating meat. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Eating meat. With a loud bang, the little guy fell to the foot of the mountain, his eyes wide open, and he froze. He was a bit foolish by the fall. Looking up at the taller weeds around me, my little mouth flattened and I burst into tears. Min Wulang, who was pulling bamboo shoots, instinctively turned his head when he heard the commotion, and his face turned pale with fear. Min. Min Wulang panicked and stumbled down the mountain slope. Woo, yes. Min Min cried and threw herself into Min Wulang's arms, scaring the little one. Min Wulang felt both heartbroken and self-blaming, so he quickly hugged her and gently patted her back. I'm sorry, it's Wugo who's not good. I'm sorry. Min, don't cry. Woo, Min nodded and hiccuped. She doesn't want to cry, but she can't control herself. Min Wulang hurriedly comforted and checked her again, saying, where did Min fall? Did she get hurt? Let Wugo see and tell him. Min shook her head in tears and said, no, there is. Upon careful inspection, Min Wulang finally breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, it's all thanks to Brother Wu, who scared us Min. The little one wiped away his tears and continued to shake his head, no, not very thin. It was her own carelessness. She choked and hiccuped twice, and her crying finally stopped. Wipe your eyes carefully with your little hands, and make sure to wipe away your tears. Otherwise, if Daddy and the others see it, maybe she won't be allowed to go up the mountain tomorrow. Min Wulang crouched down in front of her and said, come on, Brother Wu, carry you up. Min felt a little pain from the fall, nodded, and was about to obediently lie on Wu Ji's back when suddenly her heart twitched. Isn't this a great opportunity? So she quickly made a deal with the system and spent 60 gold coins to buy a 4-pound wild chicken. With her little hand pointing to the grass in front of her on the left, she said, yes, there. There's a big wild chicken over there, hurry up and catch it. Min Wulang followed the direction pointed by her little hand and said, wow, what a big wild chicken. It's tempting to see. Wild chickens are always alert and can fly, wanting to catch them with their hands unless they dream. But my younger sister's eager tone was really irresistible. Seeing that the wild chicken seemed to be very focused on digging and eating in the grass, Min Wulong couldn't help but be moved. Shoo, Min, don't make a sound. Fifth brother, try to catch it. Aha! Min Wulong tiptoed closer and pounced forward suddenly. The wild chicken was frantically thrusting and screaming in his hand, and he finally regained consciousness and succeeded on his own. Ha ha ha! Seize it! Seize it! Min Wulong was so excited that he couldn't close his mouth. He quickly grabbed the wild chicken tightly and said, Min, look at this fat big wild chicken. Ha ha ha! There's a wild chicken to eat tonight. Min chuckled and said, what a 7. It's disgusting. This wild chicken was bought by her from the supermarket system at a cost, it's her thing and definitely won't run away. Ha ha ha. Min is also amazing, fortunately Min saw it. Both siblings were overjoyed. Hurry back to your father and sister. Law. Min Wulong's face lit up as he stood up and praised his sister, I didn't even see it. Fortunately, Min discovered it. I didn't want to go to waste my time. How could a wild chicken be caught? It was Min who asked me to go. So I'll go, I didn't expect to actually catch it, haha. So everyone praised the little guy. Our sensitive eyes are always bright, and we can discover anything good. Just say it, stinky kid, how could he have such good luck? Min is amazing. Sister, next time you also find out what fourth brother means to catch him, okay? Min nodded happily and said, With a plump pheasant, Min Wulong, Min Dalong, and Min Silang went to dig up the bamboo shoots they had previously discovered. They dug up a total of about 10 bamboo shoots, big and small. Harvest is abundant. Go home happily. Jiang was extremely happy to see it. Originally, Jiang wanted to ask the Maojiu family in the village if they wanted to buy this wild chicken and wanted to sell it for money. This wild chicken is very fat. It's very heavy in the hand and can be sold for 60 or 70 when no matter what. But Min insisted on 7 meats. DD 7, Mother 7, and Search 7-inch, which made the whole family laugh. Min Xiangming then smiled and said to Jiang, we Min care about our parents, brothers, and sister. Law, so don't sell it. Let's cook it tonight and eat it together. If it weren't for Min's sharp eyes and inability to catch this wild chicken, let's listen to Min's advice. It's just that we're about to cultivate land and work hard, so let's make up for it in advance. Jiang smiled and said, since that's the case, then let's keep it for ourselves to eat. You've all been exposed to Min's light. Look at us good kids, how kind we are to our parents and siblings. Jiang and Min Xiangming have always been very compatible when it comes to helping their daughter develop good feelings. Even the best relationship needs to be maintained and managed, seize opportunities to consolidate and strengthen, which is essential. My daughter is not in good health. Although my sons and daughter. Law have always loved her, who knows if they will have any objections in the future. We must stifle this possibility. The whole family was happy to hear that they could eat wild chicken meat at night. Many people have expressed that what their parents said is reasonable, and Min is particularly well behaved and considerate. Coincidentally, there are bamboo shoots today. Braised chicken with bamboo shoots, that's what makes it fragrant. When Zhang's mother. Law and daughter. Law were cooking, Min happily went to feed the chickens. I sprinkled a few pieces of broken corn kernels and chicken feed, watching the chickens happily peck at them. Well, eat fast, eat big, and lay more eggs. After feeding the chicken, the worker Min went online and traded today's labor results with the system. Min didn't expect anything wrong. The plump and tender ferns sold for a good price, at 5 gold coins per kilogram. She pinched a full 36.7 kilograms and earned 183.5 gold coins. She also took advantage of others and quietly put 3 fresh bamboo shoots into the space, earning 14.4 gold coins for 6 gold coins per kilogram and 2.4 gold coins per kilogram. Various ordinary herbs weigh over 8 pounds and earn 0.8 gold coins. Well, mosquito legs are also meat, she definitely doesn't mind. In total, it is 198.7 gold coins. Excluding those who bought wild chickens, the total assets now reach 284.5 gold coins. The money on the mountain is really easy to earn. Not only did he earn money, but he also made his father, mother, and siblings all eat meat. Min Min happily shook her little head, feeling extremely proud. The wild chicken meat is fresh and tender, and the spring bamboo shoots are delicious. It is simply seasoned and simmered over high heat in an iron pot. The fragrance quickly wafts throughout the house and yard. How fragrant! Min Wulong and Min Sileng sucked their noses hard. Min Min also sniffed hard, fragrance. The three of them looked at each other and laughed heartily. Min Min laughed the most happily. Sure enough, everyone likes to eat meat. She will work hard to make money and make her family eat meat frequently. The fragrance of wild chicken stewed bamboo shoots drifted with the wind and reached the neighboring Yang family. Yang Lao Tai and Yang Yanni's grandparents and grandchildren spent a lot of money on medicine. Yang Yanni was young and now she is well, but Yang Lao Tai still lies weakly. The Yang family felt guilty about what happened that day and dared not speak out. Finally, the grandparents and grandchildren gradually regained consciousness, and the family breathed a sigh of relief. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. We were really blind before. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. We were really blind before smelling the aroma of this meat made the Yang family crave it. Yang Yanni greedily sucked her nose, swallowed her saliva, and looked at her mother Fang, saying, "Mom, Jiangbo's family is stewing meat, and I also want to eat it. Let's go to their house to eat meat." Fang's gaze flickered. If it were in the past, that would still be true. Is it okay to have your own share of the delicious food made next door? She dare not think so now. That family is careful, I'm afraid they still hold a grudge against their own family. However, the daughter is from a child's family, so it's not impossible for her to give it a try. Fang smiled at her daughter and said, "Then go and take a look." Yang Yanni was very happy and said, "Hey. You saw Min Min and talked to her and played with her well, you know. Oh, remember your mother's words. As long as she's still close to you, the Min family will definitely give you meat to eat." I got it. Yang Yanni couldn't wait to run out. There was a half-meter alley between the courtyard walls of the two families, and Yang Yanni quickly ran to the Min family. Min, Min. Thinking of what happened that day, Yang Yanni also felt a bit scared in her heart. But this meat flavor is really delicious. What are you doing here? Min Wulong glared over. He has always disliked Yang Yanni. Because Yang Yanni used to intentionally or unintentionally want to argue with Min Min about her strengths and weaknesses, hoping that her brothers would love her more than Min Min. I didn't take it seriously before, after all, her behavior in front of them wasn't too obvious. Now, when I think about it, it's all that. Are you joking? Min Min is their biological sister, what is Yang Yanni? Min Sileng also snorted, he didn't like Yang Yanni either. Min Min stepped forward and protected her two brothers behind her. She understands very well that her two older brothers are several years older than Yang Yanni, and they are also boys. It's not convenient to scold Yang Yanni. At such times, as a younger sister, she has to rush ahead and protect her brothers. Yang Yanni was very proud when she saw Min Min running towards her. She smiled and extended her hand to Min Min, wanting to hold her. Min Min. Min Min quickly carried a pair of small hands behind her, raised her small face, pursed her lips, and said, "Course. Bad." Yang Yanni was taken aback and blushed, I'm not bad. Min Min, humph. Go rough. It's just bad, don't pay attention to you, don't play with you. Yang Yani complained to Min Silang and Min Wulong with grievances, Min Sigi and Min Wuga, Min is cursing. Min Wulong couldn't bear to hear anyone speak ill of his sister and was furious. Don't talk nonsense, we Min wouldn't curse people. Min Silang laughed and said, yes, we Min are the best. Min also laughed and nodded solemnly, She will earn money to buy meat for her family. She has paid too much for this family, isn't she a good baby? I vaguely heard Yang Yani's voice, and Jiang quickly came out of the room. At first glance, it was really her. Fearing that her precious daughter might not remember being coaxed by Yang Yani, Jiang quickly stepped forward and without hesitation picked her up. She turned her head to Yang Yani and said, your family should be looking for you now. You should go back quickly. Jiang is not a bad person. As long as she thinks of the day when Yang Yani scolded her precious daughter as a little fool, thought of her crying and saying that she would never steal her food again, and never bully her again, she would never have any mercy or love for Yang Yani. Of course, as an adult, she wouldn't be more serious with a child. Yang Yani couldn't bear to leave and caught up with her. Jiang Bunyang, you used to say you liked me and said I was good. Don't you like me now? Min glanced at her, she was so stupid. She said such funny things. Jiang had nothing to say to one of her children. If you like your parents, go back and don't come back in the future. Go back quickly, go back quickly. Your parents are looking for you. Min Wulong blocked her from pestering his mother. 14-year-old Min Silang stood there, not far or near, with a clear expression that he didn't like her. Yang Yani could clearly feel the disgust and hostility of the Min family towards her. She also saw that Jiang Bunyang, who loved her the most, didn't even bother to look at her. She carried Min into the room, feeling both embarrassed and angry. She covered her face and cried as she turned around and ran out. In no time, Yang Yani's crying and Fong's sharp scolding came from the neighboring Yang family. What are you crying for? You're crying, even the shameless white-eyed wolf didn't cry. You're crying. You said you're no longer a big or small person, why are you still so immature? They don't need you anymore, so you have to go and beg for trouble on your own. No wonder people look down on you. Little-bellied and cowardly dog, a generation with ability doesn't ask for help, bah. The two families were close together, and Fong deliberately shouted loudly towards them, making it difficult to hear them. The Min family is completely speechless. Jiang shook her head and sighed, sighing to her husband, we were really blind before. Min Xiangming chuckled and said, fortunately, it's all over. Jiang also smiled and said, thanks to us Min. Min also laughed along, yes, she's great. Let's have dinner, let's have dinner. Min Wulang actively set the table and moved the chairs, while Min Silang went to the kitchen to get bowls and chopsticks. Soon, a large pot of braised chicken with bamboo shoots was served, and the steaming aroma filled the air, making everyone crave it. The children of the Min family have good parenting skills, and in this regard, Min Xiangming and Jiang have taught them since childhood. Therefore, although they are greedy, their eating habits are also average, unlike some families who devour food and make a mess of it. Min was nibbling on the delicious chicken legs, not to mention being so happy. It's good that everyone has delicious food like this. She will continue to work hard, and such days will become more and more in the future. The next day, Min woke up from sleep and opened her eyes to rub, as if something was wrong. It seems that the sunlight shining through the window edge today is particularly bright. At dawn, it's time for the workers to get up and work to earn money. Min yawned a little and quickly slipped out of bed, dressed in clothes, shoes, and socks. Apart from speaking fluently and being much smaller than children of the same age, there is no difference in other aspects. Mother. In the yard, Jiang was washing clothes. The sunlight shone down, the spring breeze was warm and gentle, the tree shadows swayed gently, and time was quiet. Seeing the little girl running over, Jiang looked up and smiled. Min Min, wake up, slow down, be careful with your feet. Mother, where are Didi, Didi, and So-So? Jiang smiled softly and said, your father, big brother, sister-in-law, and fifth brother have all gone to work. Fourth brother went to the city to send wild chicken to your third brother. This is the wild chicken that Min 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 discovered, and third brother must be very happy. By the way, let him know that Min Min is doing well now, and third brother will be even happier. Remember third brother, Min Min. Jiang was a bit nervous for no reason. End of this chapter.